Okay, my name is Thomas Coach Monroe. I grew up in Englewood, been here all my life. Grew up in Englewood since 1942 on Wareham Street, and McKay Park is where all ball players would come. We have many ballpark legends. I played here, went to college, came back, coached. When I came back out of college, we had a young man named Billy Tinsley, and his brother was Junie Tinsley. The Tinsleys, two of the greatest young ball players in Englewood. Junie was the oldest. Billy, during his junior year, at the age of 16, was prime as a high school All-American. Billy Tinsley had everything. He was a lefty. John Tarkanian, who was the coach of Long Beach State, who ended up being a Hall of Fame coach at the Running Rebels, Las Vegas, recruited Billy. During the summer, I was playing in a league called the Eastern League, which was a league for semi-pro guys that tried out for pro ball and were sent down. I was with the Milwaukee Farm team, Johnny Nottingham, the great player Ronnie Orem, Dow Fox, some of the other guys, Andy Harris. We had a tournament in Pennsylvania, Eastern Pennsylvania. We only had 4 guys, and we needed another ball player. So I went to Billy Tinsley's father's house and pleaded with him and his wife to let us take Billy to Pennsylvania to play against semi-pro and college guys, even though he was only 16. I told him that I would change his name to Billy Mills so he wouldn't get in any trouble in the high school. So we left. We went on a weekend to play in the tournament, and we played against semi-pro and college players. And the first game, they wanted both black teams to play each other, and that's how it is sometimes. We played against Brooklyn. We beat Brooklyn. And Billy Tinsley, at the age of 16, had 17 points in that game, going against these tough pros, and it was something. So after the tournament is over, you know how guys get together, we had our little beer and a little wine. We offered Billy a little wine and beer, but Billy, straight up, he wouldn't take any of that. So he comes back to Englewood and getting ready for his senior year. He played in the summer league. All the college scouts are looking at him. And then one sad thing happened. We found out that they found Billy in a car on Forest Avenue and Dean Street area, and they found him sleeping in the car, and they thought he was sleeping, and when they investigated, they found out that he was dead. And that was one of the saddest things around in Englewood. It's sad enough for a young man, a young lady dying at such an early age, but a promising star. Not just in basketball, as a human being, he was very intelligent and whatnot. And the papers from all around the East Coast, one line said, "Death of an athlete, drug overdose." Now, Billy could have been saved if the guys with him knew what to do. They just left him sleeping in the car, thought he would sleep it off and wake up. But if you're messing with drugs and heroin, if you go to sleep, that's usually the fatal overdose. They could have picked him up, got him to the hospital. They didn't even have to leave their names. They left him there and they could have revived him. You know, when I was running a basketball program, one of the young guys took an overdose in a gym where I was at called Lincoln School, and I knew where it was, and I rushed him straight to the hospital and they revived him. He wakes up and want to know why he's there. And he's still alive today. But Billy Tinsley was a career. And Channel 2, Channel 7, and Channel 4, I remember Gil Noble was one of the first black reporters. Came over, and his funeral was at Galladee's Methodist Church. And they came from all over the East Coast. It was one of the saddest things. His sister and brother, they're still around this area. And I'll never forget Billy Tinsley. Thank you.